Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you truly felt alive? You remember that feeling when you jump out of bed in the morning, all fired up, ready to take on the world with passion, purpose, and excitement. We all had it at one point in our life, but over time, we can lose that fire within us and unfortunately drift into a life of mediocrity. A job that's just okay, a body that you keep telling yourself you'll fix, and a nagging sense that you're not living according to your life's purpose. You feel like there must be more, but somehow you keep falling short of your expectations, goals, and dreams. Well, what if there was a way to actually attain those goals instead of just setting them? A way to take massive action and rediscover your sense of purpose. It can be done. And if you listen to me for the next few minutes, I will show you how. I'm Brian Rose, the founder and host of London Real. Every week, I'm lucky enough to meet and interview some of the most fascinating people on the planet who are already living their dream lives. And guess what? They are no different from you or me. They're not superhuman. There's just one thing they get right: their habits. The only thing that makes a best-selling author or a billionaire investor or an Olympic champion is that they set goals and stick to them, one day at a time. They focus on the process, not the outcome. Piece by piece, they build the life they want. That is what makes a person successful. But how many of us have dreamed of building a better life for ourselves? The crazy thing is, we pretty much know how to do it. A healthy diet, strong relationships, and unstoppable mindset. And there are all kinds of resources we can use to get there. But we don't do it. The problem is not a lack of information. In fact, sometimes we have too much information and we get overwhelmed. The real issue is a lack of action. But what if I could show you a way to systematically eliminate procrastination from all aspects of your life? How would you feel if I gave you a way to finally master your health, mind, body, and relationships? What if there was a set of principles that could guide you towards your life's purpose? Well, there is. Today, I'm going to offer you the proven blueprint that will allow you to crush your yearly goals, take massive action, and finally live a life of true purpose. Even if you procrastinate, even if you have low motivation, even if you don't know what your life's purpose is. Here is your chance to make this the year you finally stop daydreaming about the life you want and start making it a reality. I am extremely excited to introduce our Life Accelerator, the groundbreaking mentorship program where I arm you with the high-performance habits practiced by the very best in the world. I will teach you how to reprogram yourself so that your success becomes inevitable and you start finally living a life of action and purpose. You will engineer your own success by learning how to master your emotions and thoughts, build your confidence and motivation, upgrade your nutrition, health, and energy, hone your movement practice, connect deeper with your inner circle, and create a compelling future game plan and execute on it. I will give you the tools practiced by the world's top performers, which combined with our No Man or Woman Left Behind accountability system will transform your life over the course of the next 6 weeks. But I should warn you, this course requires a break from your old habits. Joining us means you will take massive action. You will not just passively watch content. You will step out of your comfort zone and you will accomplish incredible things. But first, let me tell you a little secret. Just before every episode of London Real, I look at the person in the leather chair seated across from me and ask, why did this person make it as a guest on London Real? What did they do that was so special? Why am I broadcasting their ideas out to the world? And let me tell you, it's not why you would think. Sure, many of them have done impressive things like command a Navy SEAL task unit, or fight as champions in the UFC, or fly a rocket into space. But what most people don't know is that these people really aren't that extraordinary. They just have extraordinary habits. So tell me, why are you not in my guest chair? I often get stopped on the streets by London reelers who say, "Brian, one day I'm going to be on your show." And I always respond with the same short answer: do something so great, I can't ignore you. I know that sounds hard to achieve, but the mechanics are actually pretty simple. You model the habits of the successful people who have already achieved your dreams. Not just any random habits, but the best of the best. For 5 years, I have explored, examined, and experimented with every idea put forth by the greatest minds on London Reel. And now, I have condensed all my learnings into one structure, one game plan, one blueprint. Sound cool? Well, it is. But you might be wondering, Brian, why did you create this program? Well, let me take you back in time. 2 years ago, we launched our Business Accelerator, an 8-week intensive course that turned your passion into a business. Here we shared our 5 years of knowledge and experience that transformed a tiny podcast into a global media business. It was oversubscribed from day one, with over 200 applications received for our first class of 10 students, and it became a huge success. Now, 300 graduates later, we've developed a trademark accountability system that creates phenomenal results through which any student can build a business. And word got around fast that this course worked. But then I noticed something very strange. When our graduates made their testimonials at the end, they rarely talked about their business success. Instead, they spoke about overcoming self-doubt, finding a new sense of purpose, and becoming the very best version of themselves. They signed up to build a business, but in the process, they built self-esteem, confidence, and the drive to be successful by any means necessary. That triggered an idea. Why not skip the business and instead accelerate our lives by building the best version of ourselves? The Life Accelerator was born, and it proved to be hugely successful, creating massive amounts of positive change for our select group of graduates and surpassing even my wildest expectations of what we could achieve. The transformations of our graduates blew my mind. Here are some of their stories.
It was time. Like I said, I'd been buying the books from people that you interviewed, listening over and over and over the interviews, picking up tidbits, applying those. But I still wasn't where I wanted to be. And so when I got that email, I was actually sick and in bed and flicking. That's about the only time I usually get to look at these things. And then I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. I had to do something more than what I was doing. And the most attractive thing was the platform, the way that I perceived it was going to go, building these habits and these things that I was familiar with already, but I hadn't mastered.
Say we walked out in the street and we happened to bump into, by Tower Bridge, the old George.
Yeah.
What do you notice about him, the guy that didn't take this course?
The old George, well, if you bumped into him in the street, he would probably kind of mumble hello as he was walking past, whereas the new George would see you coming and say, "Brian, how are you? How was that thing that you were doing last week that you told me about?" So yeah, the old George would be less engaged, less energetic. I think I had just too calm and measured and placid, and too much of a people pleaser.
How many programs out there really focus on you, on really getting your mindset right, getting your internal stuff, really removing all those blockages, any hang-ups that you've had in your past, anything that you feel is holding you back. I haven't seen any program that really tackles these issues all in one, and also with a peer group that holds you accountable and very supportive. You see a lot of online courses out there, but they don't really tackle all of these issues in one, and also having the peer group together with that. It's a very unique concept. So I would go in, try it anyway, and if you don't like it, you can always pull out. What do you have to lose?
Just looking at the great stuff that I've achieved already, in unexpected areas, in family, in my health. I'm a stone lighter than I was when I started this course. I'm faster, lighter, leaner, I suppose. There's been benefits in all areas, and I guess we've got 10 more months, so I guess I'm going to be 10x what I am now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I was listening to a lot of podcasts and books and everything in life because I wanted to actually do something like with my life, but also like to find what else was out there. So I was reading like tons of books and podcasts and everything. And I was looking at your YouTube channel as well, and I joined the academy. But I felt that something else was missing, and that something else was accountability, you know? Like really doing something, because it's so different that you find yourself like meditating, but then the next day you are like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna meditate today. So you skip. And it's not only meditation, you need to actually do like the movement practice, you need to go deep inside you need to actually take people from your life as well. Like, so it's the combination of everything, like it's not just one thing.
Let me share with you now some of the new success habits you will gain when embarking on the Life Accelerator. Number 1 is a fundamental mindset tool practiced by some of the greatest London Real guests to ever grace the chair. Meditation. I began my own meditation practice just expecting to become more calm, but it did way more than that. I started getting in touch with my emotions again. I became an observer of my mind, and I learned how to master my thoughts. On a subconscious level, I realized that my money is everything philosophy, developed in the banking world, was no longer serving me. My life needed to change. 3 months later, I walked into my financial institution and I resigned my position of 10 years. I walked out of the building in a state of shock, not knowing what would come next or where my life would lead. That change gave my mind time to breathe. And 6 months later, I would start a brand new journey and broadcast my very first episode of London Real. Over the next 5 years, I would sit down for over 1,000 hours with the greatest minds in the world. I learned so much from these people, and their ideas started rubbing off on me. I talked to top athletes and started taking my eating behavior seriously. A few counterintuitive tweaks in my diet made my energy levels shoot up. Guys like Jocko Willink instilled the idea of taking extreme ownership and that I alone was responsible for all of the outcomes in my life. He taught me to stop making excuses and just get it done. People like Ido Portal taught me how to move again. I adopted a brand new movement practice and felt 10 years younger. Not only that, all of a sudden, I started waking up refreshed with a clear mind. But most importantly, I was providing value to others. Instead of waking up and thinking about how much value I could extract from the world, I put all my energy into pumping as much value into the world. Now I understood what it took to be successful and enjoy the good life too. All because I started taking on the right habits. Does that sound like a life you want to live? Then I have good news for you. It is possible. And I will show you how in 6 simple steps. Module 1, Master the Mind, featuring Simon Sinek, Mimi Icke, and Tim Ferriss. Master your emotions through powerful meditation. Learn how to transform suffering into gratitude with this simple practice. And take on the low media diet, a minimalist approach to mindfulness. You will start by learning how to understand and trust your own intuition. I will show you how to deep dive into yourself using the practice that sparked London Real, meditation. Next, we will explore the profound impact gratitude had on my life and how you can practice it using a simple tool. Lastly, you will clear your head by going on a low media diet. This will set you up for week 2, where I will show you how I brought London Real to the next level by taking control of my mindset and how you can do the same with your life. Module 2, Hone Your Mindset, featuring Dan Pena. Jocko Willink, and David Allen. Learn the timeless tools to build superhuman confidence. Become a consistent self-motivator using the GTD mindset. Break the shackles of your excuses, your distractions, and your fears by cultivating extreme ownership. Now you're going to prepare yourself for peak performance. You will not just set goals, but actually attain them by learning how to fearlessly execute like Dan Pena. We will delve into the psychology of procrastination and how to conquer it using the GTD mindset, a technique our entire team uses for getting things done fast. Finally, I go deep on how extreme ownership impacted my life and changed the course of London Real, and how you can implement it for maximum results. Module 3, You Are What You Eat, featuring Joel Salatin, Mike Dolce, and Joe Cross. Take control of your meals to ensure a constant source of high energy. Effortlessly lose weight using this one simple shift of mindset. Replace toxic eating habits with healthy ones that fit your lifestyle. In this module, we're going to focus on habits, not diets. The goal of this module is to spot toxic eating behavior, introduce new healthy changes, and transform them into lasting benefits. Your energy levels will soar. I have tried every idea my guests preach at London Real, so let me save you 5 years of trial and error and show you the ones that work. I created this module in such a way that anyone can come in and amplify what they are already doing. Whether you're an Olympic athlete or a couch potato, you will significantly raise your game this week. Module 4, Move or Die, featuring Elliot Hulse, Ido Portal, and Ross Edgley. Find your movement practice and feel alive. Experience the beauty of mental clarity using powerful breathing techniques. Defeat your inner demons through the active meditation workout. Movement is essential when it comes to happiness, creativity, and longevity. Sometimes we suffer from a bad day, a negative state of mind, or even depression. The way to clear your head, oddly enough, is by getting out of your head. Therefore, this week will be all about finding a movement practice that fits your lifestyle. Then, you will learn how to handle any situation on demand by mastering your own breathing. Finally, we will be doing an active meditation worldwide workout on our live call together. Are you in? Module 5, Strengthen Your Inner Circle, featuring Esther Perel, Steve Maxwell, and James Altucher. Identify your top 3 relationships, then restructure and rejuvenate them. Reconnect with your family and friends on a deeper level than ever before. Practice forgiveness and clear years of invisible mental weight. If one of my top 3 relationships are not doing well, I am not doing well. I believe we all crave some form of connection deep inside. But many of us take our loved ones for granted, when actually they are our biggest source of happiness, energy, and fulfillment. That is why we're dedicating a whole week to exploring our relationships. You will learn how to connect on a deeper level than ever before. You will also practice forgiveness, which I guarantee by the end of the week will create surprising results for you. Module 6, Plan Your Winning Future, featuring Dorian Yates, Ryan Holiday, and Gary Vee. Here I will teach Stoic Wisdom 101, how to become remarkably resilient. We will revisit your 6-week journey and create a fail-proof blueprint for your next 12 months. And we will talk about the psychology of the top 1% and how to realize new levels of fulfillment. This is it. We've arrived at the last module, but this is only the start of your new life of achievement and purpose. Here, you will revisit your learnings, pick the concepts that work for you, and set up a 12-month roadmap in the same way Dorian Yates meticulously planned his Mr. Olympia victories. Next, I will introduce you to the Stoic thinking that changed my life and how you can use it to take your future to the next level. Finally, I share why I started London Real, the biggest reason it is so successful, and how you can apply the same mindset to your life. And that's not all. To guarantee results, I have built accountability and community into this course. 12 hours of live video calls. I host a 1-hour call twice a week where myself and our seasoned London Real team leaders will give you private instruction, answer questions, and follow up on your progress. Access to our private Facebook group. Here you will post your picture and video assignments and connect with the rest of the class in real time in order to stay inspired and accountable. Plus, it's a lot of fun too. A private email address dedicated to answering any question about the course within 24 hours. And of course, lifetime access to all of the video modules. As a bonus, you get a ticket to our Life Accelerator live 2-day graduation event in London. Join us for 2 days of learning and celebration to meet your classmates, go deeper on the course material, and crystallize your plans to crush the entire year. You get a free ticket to the London Real Super Focus Group on Friday night. Then there's video interviews filmed at London Real Studios on Saturday and a celebration dinner that night with your entire class. Plus, there's a goal setting and planning session, and of course, a walking tour of London with the entire team. But I must warn you, this course will be massively oversubscribed, so lock in your spot as soon as possible, as I will disable this page as soon as the class is full. Now, I won't promise that in 6 weeks I can solve all of the challenges in your life. I am teaching you a specific set of high-performance habits, and they will take time to master, implement, and assimilate. But without these specific tools, the likelihood of you ever affecting real change is low. I know because I tried to go it alone, and it's nearly impossible. How many books, blogs, and podcasts have you consumed trying to figure this out? And where did it get you? The truth is that very few people have the entire blueprint of knowledge that addresses all aspects of your life. But because of the breadth of guests I've had in this studio for the past 5 years, we do. This course is built on 3 pillars: mentorship, accountability, and feedback. After graduating over 400 students from our Accelerator programs, we understand how to make people accountable. Through our trademark Keynote Workshop live call system and accountability documents, we make sure you affect the changes necessary in your life. And what can I say? Our results speak for themselves. Throughout this process, you will be mentored by myself and our team leaders to make sure you are on the right path. We're going to be on those live calls with you. You're going to be posting your work in our private Facebook group, and you will constantly have us pushing you to be the very best and achieve results. And finally, there is feedback. The entire class, myself, and your team leaders will be giving you critical advice on your mindset, your diet, your movement practice, your affirmations, your inner circle of relationships, and your roadmap for the future. On top of all that, I have created a very special list of bonus material that will set you up for maximum success on your new journey. The first is our Pay in Full bonus number 1, Dan Pena live at the Ritz in London. Watch the $50 billion man and high-performance executive Dan Pena teach a group of elite executives the secret on how to get comfortable taking risks, how to increase your emotional bank account so the financial bank account will follow, and how to face your fears and crush your self-doubts. Pay in Full bonus number 2, a live video goal-setting kickoff call with me, Brian Rose. Here you will gather with me before the course starts, and I will walk you through how to adopt a winning mindset from day 1 to make sure that you can go through and crush your goals. I'll also show how I get things done and the 3 simple tools I use to beat procrastination. Finally, I'll show you my 5 key habits to my daily success and how you can use those to 10x your Life Accelerator experience. As I said before, this course will be massively oversubscribed and we only have a limited number of spaces. So it's super important that you act immediately and lock in your spot now. I believe in the Life Accelerator so much that I am offering a full 100% money-back guarantee. if you complete all of the coursework and attend all of the live calls over the 6-week period. After that, if for any reason you're not totally satisfied, then I will give you a full refund. And finally, if you're here watching me right now in front of your computer, you're probably one of those people who wants to build the best version of themselves. You're tired of coming up short in life time and time again, and you want to figure out how to win. You're sick of toxic relationships, unhealthy eating habits, and bad energy infecting your life. And you no longer want to let procrastination and self-doubt stop you from becoming a high-performance person. I know what that's like because I've been there before. And I know our Life Accelerator can help you solve this massive problem. I would love to personally mentor you. I would love to see you on these live calls, and I would love to celebrate with you right here in this studio at the end of the course. I can't wait to witness your new energy, your new body, and your new winning perspective and outlook on life. So join us and change your life. Click the button, lock in your spot, and I'll see you on the inside.